Hello, chosen ones. Welcome to this energy reading. Today we'll explore the messages from the universe that may have been waiting to reach your heart. Remember, these messages are general energy readings. What you hear here, let your heart decide what is relevant and meaningful for you. Sometimes the universe speaks to us in gentle ways, through unexplainable feelings, intuition, or events that seem like coincidences. These messages are open doors for those willing to listen with their soul. Have you ever felt like something has been trying to grab your attention lately? Something that feels like a calling? If so, this message may not be a coincidence. It could be the answer to the questions you haven't yet voiced. So, take a moment to calm yourself. Imagine a golden light surrounding your body, bringing peace and acceptance. The messages that come today are a form of love from the universe, reminding you that you are never alone. Now, let's begin this journey. Take a deep breath, release your burdens, and allow these messages to speak directly to your soul. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share in the comments if any part of this message resonates with you, because, who knows, it might inspire other souls who are listening. You are a chosen soul, and your presence here is part of a greater plan filled with miracles. So, stay open, stay believing, for your journey has only just begun. Chapter 1. The Miracles That May Happen. Chosen soul, have you ever felt that life is like a puzzle? Pieces that sometimes don't fit, paths that feel blocked, and moments when you begin to doubt everything. But trust this. Within every chaos, a pattern is being crafted by the universe. Nothing is ever truly a coincidence. Miracles often appear when we least expect them. Miracles don't always come as flashes of light or grand, dramatic events. Sometimes they arrive in small, quiet ways that gradually shift the course of our lives. For instance, when someone who once disappointed you suddenly changes, or when a solution to your problems comes from an entirely unexpected direction. There are times when you feel that a relationship with someone is beyond repair. Yet never underestimate the power of transformation brought by time and miracles. The universe is always working to reveal what's best for us. When your heart is open, you'll start to see signs that change is underway. Imagine a river blocked by a large rock. The water seems unable to flow. Yet, it continues to move, searching for gaps, and eventually finds its way. Your life works the same way. Even when you feel blocked now, trust that the current of the universe is guiding you to something better. The obstacles you face are part of a greater plan to make you stronger and wiser. Never stop believing that miracles can happen, even in situations that seem impossible. Relationships that once felt cold can become warm again. People who doubted you can finally see your true potential. Even the doors to blessings that once seemed firmly shut can swing wide open. The key is to allow yourself to believe, not just in miracles, but in yourself, that you are worthy of receiving those miracles. When your heart is filled with faith, the universe moves to align its energy with what you believe in. Miracles often arrive when we stop forcing outcomes. When we release fear, anxiety, and doubt, we create space for beautiful things to enter. Ask yourself, what can I let go of today to make room for miracles in my life? When you choose to focus on the good, no matter how small, you invite miracles to unfold. Even in challenging relationships, there is space for reconciliation, understanding, and acceptance. Are you waiting for a miracle in your life? Do you feel that a relationship could change or a problem could suddenly feel lighter? Share your thoughts in the comments, because often by sharing our stories, we pave the way for those miracles to truly occur. Chosen soul, remember that miracles are always near. Sometimes they come as new doors opening. Sometimes they appear as hearts reconnecting. Whatever their form, miracles are signs that the universe is working for you. Don't fear change. Don't fear accepting love that was once lost. Don't fear trying again. Because when you believe, unexpected miracles can appear, and your life can transform into something more beautiful than you ever imagined. May this message reach your heart with warmth. Be open, stay confident, and trust that something good is on its way to you. Miracles are in motion, and when they arrive, you will know that everything has been part of a grand and beautiful plan. Chapter 2. The Miracles of Belief and Positive Manifestation. Chosen soul, have you ever felt that your thoughts and emotions hold a far greater power than you imagined? This universe operates on energy, and the energy you radiate from your heart and mind can shape the reality around you. This is the essence of manifestation. Manifestation is not just about voicing your desires or hopes. It is about aligning your entire mindset, emotions, and actions with what you dream of. When your heart is filled with belief and positive feelings, the universe responds. Like a magnet that attracts similar forces, the positive energy within you will call forth goodness, miracles, and blessings that God has prepared for you. Imagine yourself in a beautiful garden. Every positive thought is a seed you plant in that soil. If you nurture it with faith and gratitude, it will grow into a tree bearing sweet fruit. That's how manifestation works. Yet, on your journey toward positive manifestation, you might encounter people who notice you with less than kind intentions. Perhaps they envy the light you radiate or feel unsettled by your growth. But trust this, chosen soul, you are protected by God. No matter how hard they try to dim your light, they will never succeed. For the light that comes from God cannot be extinguished by anyone's negative energy. As you continue to emit positive energy, those who envy or are even obsessed with you will lose their own power. When you face challenges like this, don't let fear or doubt creep into your heart. Focus your energy on the good things you want to create in your life. Whenever you feel disturbed by others' negativity, take a moment to pause. Breathe deeply and silently declare, I am protected by God. Nothing can touch me without His permission. Chosen soul, positive emotions are your strongest weapon. When you decide not to be affected by the negativity around you, you become unshakable. You are like a mighty tree with deep roots, standing firm even as storms rage. Imagine a clear, spotless mirror. When sunlight hits it, the mirror reflects light in all directions, but if dust or dirt covers it, the light is blocked. The same is true of your heart. When your heart is filled with faith, gratitude, and love, your energy shines like sunlight, illuminating the world. However, if you let negative energy, such as envy from others or your own doubts, affect your heart, your light will dim. That's why it's essential to keep your heart clean through prayer, meditation, and gratitude. Whatever you desire in life, begin by imagining it as if it's already yours. Feel the joy, give thanks for it, and trust that God has prepared the perfect timing for everything. When you radiate positive energy, the universe will move to support you. Those who are insincere or try to hinder you will lose their power because their energy does not align with your light. Remember, what matters most is not what they do, but how you respond. Focus on the things you want to manifest. Have you ever felt that someone envied or was overly focused on what you have? How did you handle it? Share your experiences in the comments, because sharing is often the first step in releasing negative energy. The universe is always on your side, and God always protects those who walk in His light. Chosen soul, you possess extraordinary power within you. Use that power wisely. Focus on positive emotions. Keep believing and let God work behind the scenes to bring the best into your life. Trust that what you plant today will bear fruit at the right time. Chapter 3. The Spiritual Journey and Ancestral Connection. Chosen soul, in every life journey, there are moments that bring us closer to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our purpose in this world. Perhaps you find yourself on a spiritual journey filled with a search for meaning, or you feel the presence of your ancestors guiding your steps. This is no coincidence. It is a calling from the universe and God, reminding you of His greatness. A spiritual journey is deeply personal. It is a path not always clearly visible, but when you follow the genuine voice of your heart, it feels as though you are walking in light. Every step you take brings you closer to a profound understanding of the spiritual realm and your relationship with God. You may begin to notice changes within yourself, a drive to seek greater meaning in life, to spend more time in meditation, prayer, or exploring teachings that bring peace to your soul. All of this is part of your journey, a call to connect with your deeper spiritual essence. Many of us feel a strong connection to our ancestors. Perhaps you sense a force running through your veins, connecting you to those who came before you. This is the voice of your ancestors, whispering guidance, offering protection, and providing strength to navigate this life. Your ancestors, who faced their own trials and challenges, stand beside you, supporting your steps and passing down the wisdom they have cultivated. At times, when you feel confused or trapped in a life dilemma, you may sense an inner nudge to take a specific path or feel inspired by memories of them. Do not ignore these feelings, as they are how God and your ancestors speak to you, guiding you to remain on the right path. Although this journey is rich with signs and callings from the spiritual world, it is ultimately a path you must walk on your own. God grants every soul the freedom to choose their life path. However, this freedom is not without responsibility. Every choice we make and every step we take is part of our accountability for this life. In the end, we are reminded to always ask ourselves, does this step bring me closer to God? Does it reflect true love and righteousness? When you live life with accountability, you will find peace, knowing that every decision you make is taken with full awareness and conviction. At every point in your life journey, remember that you are not alone. Your ancestors, though no longer physically present, are with you in every moment. They exist in subtle ways, in the gentle whispers you feel, in the signs that appear when you need them most. They are part of you, and their strength flows through every step you take. By God's grace, you have the freedom to determine your life's path, but also remember that with freedom comes great responsibility. The responsibility to become the best version of yourself, to live with integrity, to honor and love those who gave you life, and to always nurture your relationship with God. You may feel uncertain about your next steps or hindered by the past or the influence of others. But chosen soul, trust that every step you take with faith and sincerity will bring you closer to your higher purpose. Your ancestors believe in you, and God believes in you. You're not alone. How do you feel your connection with your ancestors? Do you sense messages or guidance from them? Take a moment to immerse yourself in these feelings and reflect on how your spiritual journey can deepen your connection with God and your ancestors. Chosen soul, your journey is one filled with blessings and opportunities. While the spiritual path may not always be easy, remember that you never walk alone. God is always present, and your ancestors are always supporting you. Keep walking with confidence, and each step you take will lead you to deeper understanding and ultimately true peace. Give yourself permission to grow and evolve, and trust that God will guide you to a path filled with light. The universe supports you, and you are part of something far greater. Keep walking with a heart full of love, and may your journey be filled with light and blessings. Chapter 4. Hope and Miracles in Relationships. Chosen soul. In this journey of life, we all experience relationships, connections with loved ones, with those we cherish, and sometimes with those we feel have drifted away or even disappeared entirely. There may be moments when these relationships feel distant, filled with tension, or even end in heartbreak. But trust in this. In this world, nothing is truly lost. Our great Creator always has a way of bringing miracles into our lives, even in relationships that seem to have lost all hope. Have you ever felt separated from someone who holds great significance in your life? Do you feel that distance or time has placed barriers between you? Perhaps there have been times when you've felt that a door has closed with no way back. When a relationship you believed in ends, or communication with someone dear to you feels cut off, the world may feel vast, while your heart feels small and empty. Now, I invite you to take a moment, calm your mind, and let those feelings flow. There is no shame in feeling sadness, for it is a part of your journey. But remember this, in every loss there is space for a miracle to arise. Even when we feel separated or hopeless, the world is not as vast as we imagine, and God always has a way of reuniting what has been divided. Just as the earth is expansive, so is life, even when we are separated by distance, time, or circumstances. God knows all and holds infinite power. For Him, nothing is far away, and nothing is truly apart. He works in extraordinary ways, creating miracles that reconnect souls meant to be united. These miracles often arrive in unexpected ways. It may be through an unforeseen meeting or an event that seems ordinary but holds profound meaning. In this vast world, God will bring those who are meant to be together back into each other's lives, if it is His will. This serves as a reminder to you. Even if a relationship seems to have ended or is strained by distance and time, trust that God never abandons the connections He has created. Miracles will restore what is meant to be at the right time with His wisdom and love. The all-knowing God, the one who writes the destiny of every soul, knows precisely when to reunite hearts that have been separated. If you currently feel distance from someone, a friend, a family member, or even a partner, believe that His miracles are already at work behind the scenes. You might feel now as though everything has come to an end, but never lose hope. God always has a plan that is more beautiful than anything we can imagine. When the time comes, that reunion will happen, unexpectedly and without forewarning. For God, this world is never as large as we perceive it to be. He will bring back those who are apart, stronger and filled with even greater love. Allow yourself to hope, to trust that God's miracles are waiting to unfold. Every separation and distance is not an end, but part of the journey toward a more beautiful reunion. Sometimes we must endure difficult times, but these are what prepare us for a return filled with strength and deeper understanding. If the relationship is truly meant to be restored, God will arrange everything in His way. Let go of the worry about how and when, for God works in perfect timing and nothing is ever too late in His eyes. In every separation, God keeps a hope and a miracle that will bring us back together at the right time. Chosen soul, every relationship we experience is part of God's plan. Though we may sometimes feel separated or lose hope, remember that God is most loving and always grants His miracles in due time. This world may appear vast, but to God, nothing is too distant or too delayed. Accept the reality that sometimes, in this journey of life, we must give time for miracles to take place. Do not let yourself feel alone or despair. God sees your heart and knows what you need. The miracle of reconciliation will come if it is part of His plan for you. Have hope, trust, and keep your heart open to receiving God's miracles. If the relationship is meant to return, God will reunite you in extraordinary ways. Chapter 5. Regret and Miracles of the Future. Chosen soul, in this journey of life, we all have experienced disappointment. Disappointment in the people we love, in those who may have hurt or underestimated us. Perhaps there was a time when you felt you gave everything: patience, attention, love. Yet the person never appreciated what you offered. Sometimes it feels as though the kindness we give goes unnoticed, or our struggles are never acknowledged. But believe this: God has prepared miracles for you. Within those miracles are moments where people who once failed to see your worth will finally realize it in the future. How often have you felt like your goodness was given to someone who did not value it? Is there someone in your life to whom you gave everything, but they were unable or unwilling to see the value of your kindness and patience? It must feel so difficult, as though all your efforts and sincerity have led to emptiness. As time goes by, you might feel that nothing has changed. That person remains the same, refusing to see or acknowledge what you've done. Yet, let me remind you, in this life's journey, God works in extraordinary ways to reveal the truth. Sometimes time is the key, and God will lead those who once overlooked you to recognize your goodness and sincerity in the future. Maybe, in the past, someone failed to see your worth. They could not feel the depth of your heart, or perhaps they were too caught up in their own world to appreciate the patience and sacrifices you made. But trust this: God never lets pure kindness and genuine patience go unnoticed. The miracle of the future lies in their regret. Those who once failed to see you, who perhaps ignored or hurt you, will come to realize how valuable you are. Time will open their eyes, and they will see clearly what they missed. How could they have appreciated your goodness when they were not yet ready? Sometimes God's miracle is in allowing time for others to realize what they had only after the opportunity is gone. Chosen soul, remember that every moment that passes brings greater miracles into your life. God works in ways we don't always understand, but always at the perfect time. Perhaps those who misunderstood or underestimated you in the past will one day come to see the goodness and patience you gave, and they will feel a profound sense of regret. God never allows sincere feelings you've shared to go to waste. Their regret is, in itself, a miracle. When they recognize their mistakes, they will realize how precious you are, and this is evidence of God's miracles in your life. This miracle will arrive, maybe not in the form you expect, but through their regret, which will transform their perspective of you. These miracles not only touch their lives, but yours as well. Because when they regret, you will feel blessed, because you have walked this journey with extraordinary sincerity and strength. Their regret is a reminder that God always honors pure hearts. Now, I invite you to let go of any regrets of your own. Allow these miracles to unfold in your life. Do not let the regrets of others disturb your peace. Remember, God will never allow someone who has genuinely tried to do good to be forgotten. You do not need to wait for their regret to move forward on your journey. You are already strong enough, wise enough, and beautiful enough just as you are. What God has planned for you will never go astray, and their regret is simply a part of the healing process He has designed. Chosen soul, you don't need validation from others to prove your worth. God's miracles are always at work behind the scenes, and their future regret will be proof of how remarkable your journey has been. Continue walking with confidence and genuine love, for God is preparing a future full of miracles and joy. Their regret will simply serve as a chapter in their growth journey. You, as a chosen soul, will continue to shine brighter, stronger, and fuller of love. Believe that miracles are always with you, even in the regrets that come in the future. Have you ever felt unappreciated by someone in the past, but believe that a miracle will happen? How does it feel to think about their future regret? Share your story and thoughts with us, and let's strengthen one another on this journey of life. Chapter 6. Spiritual Energy and Divine Protection. Chosen souls, in every step we take, there are times when we feel isolated, as if we are walking this life's path alone. Often we go through dark moments, challenging times, and it feels as though the weight of the world is too heavy to bear alone. But today, I want to remind you that you are never truly alone on this journey. God is always present, even if unseen by our eyes. There are spiritual guardians watching over your steps, guiding you toward better paths, even when you don't realize it. You are surrounded by extraordinary protection, a spiritual energy that enfolds you at all times. Even in the darkest of moments, His light is there to guide you. Understand that this life's journey is not one you walk alone. Whenever you feel weary, confused, or trapped in problems that seem unsolvable, remember that God has never left your side. There are spiritual guardians always with you, whether they be protective angels, ancestors, or other divine energies assigned to watch over and guide you. God prepared this protection long before you were born. With every step you take, there is an energy that strengthens you when you feel fragile, that gives you direction when you feel lost. Even in your greatest battles, trust that there is a higher power working behind the scenes to protect and shield you. Trust that those on high will never let you fall. This spiritual energy works in ways that are not always visible to us, yet it is always present in every difficult situation you face. You may not always realize how strong the energy within you is. Perhaps you don't see it, but every chosen soul possesses an alluring aura, a powerful energy field that attracts goodness, God's blessings, and people who genuinely appreciate your presence. This aura is not something you need to strive for or attain through physical effort. It is inherently within you, a part of who you are. It is a divine gift bestowed upon you from the very beginning, and no force in this world can take it away. Even in your darkest moments, your aura continues to shine, radiating light. Perhaps you feel inadequate or unworthy, but believe me, this captivating aura is proof of the spiritual strength within you. You attract positive energy, you draw goodness, and even in your lowest state, you radiate a light that guides others to you. Chosen soul, you don't have to struggle to bring goodness and positive energy into your life. That energy is already within you. You already possess everything you need to achieve a life filled with peace, joy, and miracles. Do not doubt yourself or the power that exists in your life. God has already prepared the path for you, and the spiritual energy protecting you will always guide you toward a higher purpose. Every step you take, every decision you make is accompanied by a divine force. Trust that the more you become aware of the power and protection surrounding you, the greater your potential will unfold. You're not alone, and you will never be left unprotected. Know that every day you are shielded by a force far greater than anything in this world. Every step you take is watched over with love by devoted spiritual guardians, and your captivating aura will continue to draw positive energy into your life. If you ever feel tired, if you ever feel lonely, remember that this divine energy is always around you, guarding, protecting, and strengthening you. Nothing can hinder your journey because God and His spiritual energy are always there for you. Move forward on your journey with confidence, for you are never alone. You are a chosen soul, protected, guided, and blessed in every step of your life. Chapter 7. Optimism and Hope for the Future. Dear chosen soul, perhaps right now you feel as though your life isn't particularly special, as if your steps haven't yielded extraordinary results. Sometimes the world can feel vast and overwhelming, making us feel small. Or even as if we are walking without a clear purpose. However, today I want to remind you that every journey you take, every experience you go through, even the moments that seem ordinary, are all part of a greater plan. A plan filled with hope, optimism, and wonder. Believe me, no path is ever wasted. Every step, no matter how small, carries a noble purpose. Don't let doubts and feelings of inadequacy dampen your spirit. You are a chosen soul, and though your journey may feel heavy at times, one day you'll see clearly how every piece of your life has shaped a beautiful path. Beloved soul, we all experience moments of doubt, moments when we feel unworthy or that our lives don't make a significant impact. But let me tell you something vital. Optimism is the key to unlocking doors of miracles. When you choose to view the future with hope, even when the world around you appears full of challenges, you pave the way for extraordinary changes. Optimism isn't merely about positive thinking or hoping for better days. It's an energy you carry through every moment of your life. It's the belief that even if your life doesn't feel special now, there will come a time when everything will make sense and feel meaningful. You might not see it yet, but trust me, that moment will come. Sometimes we get caught in the mindset that we must achieve something grand, something extraordinary, to feel valued, to believe we matter. We think we need great accomplishments or a perfect life. But dear soul, life isn't about spectacular achievements. It's about the journey, how you face challenges, how you keep standing even when the world seems to fade. Even when you feel ordinary, even when life seems unremarkable, trust that you are shaping something much greater. Every action you take, every word you speak, every heart you touch, is a seed that will one day grow into an inspiration for others. Never underestimate the power of your small steps. Sometimes, a genuine smile, an encouraging word, or your resilience in facing difficulties can be the light that brings change to someone else. Never doubt the positive impact you can create, even if the world around you doesn't recognize it yet. Remember, dear soul, that you are on a meaningful journey, and every challenge you face, every step you take is leading you toward a future filled with hope and miracles. You may not see it now, but you are being prepared to become a source of inspiration for others. One day, you may become someone others admire, someone who brings encouragement and inspiration to those who feel defeated. Your life will be an example of perseverance, of the courage to keep moving forward even when everything seems dark. You are an unseen light, destined to illuminate the path for those lost in darkness. Trust that every step you take is not in vain. Even if your life feels unspecial right now, remember that God is preparing something extraordinary for your future. You are part of His greater plan, and with each passing day, you move closer to that purpose. Optimism and hope are the forces that will carry you toward a future filled with wonder and light. So keep walking with your head held high and faith in your heart. Your beautiful days, filled with inspiration and miracles, are coming, and you will become a beacon of light, inspiring many around you. You are a chosen soul, and your future is brimming with boundless hope. Chapter 8. Acceptance and Making Peace with Reality. Dear chosen soul, in this journey of life, there are times when we are faced with harsh realities that do not align with our hopes, or even ones that feel deeply painful to accept. We might feel trapped in situations we never wished for, or perhaps life feels too heavy to simply endure. Yet, it is in these moments that our true strength is tested. Making peace with reality does not mean giving up. It doesn't mean we stop striving or lose hope. On the contrary, making peace with reality is the first step toward true freedom. It is an act of wisdom, where we release what cannot be changed and embrace the truth with an open heart. When we make peace with reality, we free ourselves from unnecessary burdens and create space for transformation and greater growth. Acceptance is not about surrendering without hope. It's about understanding that some things in life are beyond our control. God gives us the wisdom to discern what we can change and what we must embrace with grace. Sometimes by accepting reality, we find freedom, the freedom to move forward and to live our lives with purpose and meaning. Dear soul, when you accept reality, you are no longer bound by unnecessary feelings of frustration, disappointment, or anger. Acceptance opens the door to wisdom and grants us peace that comes from a deeper understanding of life. It is the first step in the process of healing and transformation. Acceptance doesn't mean giving in to the circumstances. It means releasing inner tension and allowing space for God to work in our lives. However, dear soul, there is an important distinction to be made. Acceptance is not for those who remain stuck in their mistakes and refuse to correct them. Those who persistently make wrong choices and fail to take responsibility for their actions will bear heavier burdens because they choose to avoid accountability. The sorrow they feel is not the result of unchangeable realities, but the consequence of their refusal to grow. These words are not meant to judge, but to awaken awareness. If we choose not to acknowledge our mistakes, we risk being trapped in an unending cycle of sadness. Yet, when we humbly accept our wrongdoings, seek forgiveness, and strive to change, we open the door to healing and restoration. God always provides opportunities for us to improve and mend broken relationships, as long as we are willing to accept reality and act responsibly. Dear soul, even though reality can often be difficult to accept, trust that God will never leave us alone. Every process of acceptance brings us closer to inner peace and harmony with others. Sometimes we must understand that events beyond our control are not ours to manage, but to learn from. Accepting reality is the first step toward rediscovering our strength. This is not about forgetting or concealing wounds, but about giving ourselves the space to grow and embrace who we truly are. God knows your journey, and He is always by your side, granting you the strength to make peace with every reality you face. Do not let difficult circumstances diminish you. Instead, use them as stepping stones to become wiser and stronger. Dear soul, remember that every reality we encounter is part of God's greater plan. While we cannot change everything, we can always choose how we respond to it. Acceptance is not surrender. It is an acknowledgement that we are greater than the challenges we face. Trust that God gives us the strength to make peace with reality. Through this acceptance, we will find true peace. Do not fear accepting reality, for it is the first step toward freedom and genuine growth. Chapter 9. Miracles and Wonders. Nothing happens in this world without reason, and when we allow ourselves to be open to greater possibilities, miracles begin to appear in our lives. Miracles are not just about big, spectacular events. They can be small moments, a comforting hug, an inspiring word, or even your presence here today. Miracles are the universe's way of showing us that we are never truly alone. Sometimes they come through the answer to a sincere prayer or through the manifestation of intentions you've planted with full conviction. When you believe, the entire energy of the universe moves to bring what is truly best for you. Imagine a flower blooming in the middle of a desert. That's proof of a miracle, that life can still grow, even in the midst of adversity. That's how miracles work, not always in the way we expect, but always at the right time. Miracles are more likely to appear for those who keep their hearts positive. When you choose to focus on gratitude, on the goodness around you, you invite that same energy back into your life. Ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? By shifting your focus to the positive, you create a powerful magnet to attract miracles into your life. Isn't it amazing how life always provides new opportunities? Even when we feel all paths are blocked, the universe has a way of opening doors we never even knew existed. Sometimes the greatest miracle is the hope that remains alive in your heart. Prayer is one of the most powerful ways to create miracles. However, prayer is not just about asking. Prayer is about believing you have already received. When you pray, feel the happiness as though your prayer has already been answered. That's the energy that opens the way for miracles to come. Chosen soul, you have extraordinary power to draw miracles into your life. With unwavering faith, with a positive mind, and with a heart full of gratitude, the universe will respond in extraordinary ways. Miracles are always around you, waiting to be recognized. From now on, be like a magnet that attracts good things. Believe, feel, and watch how the universe answers in ways that may surprise you. Write in the comments what good things you want to manifest in your life. Believe, sharing your hopes is the first step toward a miracle. Thank you for watching until the end. If you found this video helpful and want to receive more profound spiritual content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest video.